to have an amazing Philip Chan with us. And what's special about Philip is he's a child genius mentor. Wow, what's the title? And this week, as you know, in UK, it's the half term. That means children don't go to school. So it makes more sense to bring an expert that could help us to help our children to do more, to achieve the best that they could do. And as you know, children don't come with the manual. So a lot of time we just go on with the knowledge that we have and also with how our parents brought us up. So you only know what you know. So I would like to ask Philip first, can you tell us more about yourself and how you earned that title, the Child Genius Mentor, please?
Well, thank you very much for coming on your show. First, also, I'm Philip Chan. I'm known as the 10-second maths expert. However, when people hear the word child genius mentor, they feel, wow, you're so good naturally. But the truth is, back at school, I was actually bottom in every single subject, including mathematics.
Oh my God.
So I know people don't believe me, but at that time, and I got sick and tired, being dumb. And actually, sometimes I was a very hard worker, don't get me wrong, but, I was getting nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people say practice makes perfect.
Is that true?
Actually, that is rubbish.
Oh my God.
No, it's not practice that makes perfect. Because if I want to spell the word, say cat, and I spell CTA, it doesn't matter how much practice. Because I started wrong.
Yes.
It actually gets worse. So it's not practice that makes perfect. It's actually perfect practice that makes progress.
Wow.
And hopefully, as something in life, you can never be perfect, but you get better and better and better. You know, so the word perfection actually sometimes I think it's really bad, because we want our children to be perfect. That is a good goal to aim for.
Yes.
But that is not the thing. Is about progress. The key thing is perfect practice make progress, and the more we can encourage the progress, that's better. Now,
wow, I learned something amazing today. Practice make progress. That is better than make perfect.
Well, I would say perfect practice makes progress.
Yes.
Now, I was very lucky. Back at one stage of my life, I had actually one teacher who actually believed in me. And in fact, I actually written my third book. This book here, this is my third book. I actually wrote in dedication for my 3 teachers, particularly to Mr. Duff, because he said 2 things to me that really changed my mindset and started the journey going from someone who was really, really dumb to actually to who I am today. And he said that, because I was very, very shy and I wouldn't ask any questions, because I thought if I put my hands up to ask a question, people will think I'm even more stupid. So I just keep it that. And Mr. Duff said something really, he said, look, there's no such thing as a dumb question if you honestly don't understand it. But the second thing was really actually something that rings a bell here. He said, it's better to feel stupid for 5 minutes than stay stupid for the rest of your life. and I thought, wow. And the moment he said that, a bell ring here.
Sense. Yes.
And I, for the next probably 2 school terms, I keep bugging my teachers to death. So I don't understand this. How do you do this? How do you do this? And to my amazement, they weren't angry with me. They were very helpful.
Yeah.
And I changed from someone in set 10, the bottom set in set 10, to actually go to most subject in set 2 within 2 terms.
Wow.
Now, I never got to set 1 in maths in high school. I'll say this again. I never got to set 1 in high school. I got to set 2. Now, in my days, only people who just in set 1 maths do A-level maths, the advanced level maths. And I actually wanted to do it, and I pleaded like crazy with my teacher, and eventually Mr. Duff said, if you're really serious, I will help you. And it was him. Now, interesting, of the 3 maths teachers, technically, he was the least able.
Okay.
But but he is such an encouraging person. He actually helped me to actually give me the confidence to start changing. And it's from that basis, as I said, I went from bottom in every subject to in set two, in most of it. And in the school of 3,000, I was the only person who actually went to Oxford from that school.
Wow.
Now, there were most of my friends are far more brilliant than me.
Mm-hmm.
But why did they go?
Yeah.
You know, so and also over the course of years, some of the lessons I've learned, I share it with my students. When I go and do my workshops, I always say to people, because now I'm the 10-second maths expert in the world, you can never be as good as me. I said that, you can never be as good as me, but you can be better.
Okay.
Because once I share with you what I know and you practice that, then you will equal or better than me in a very short space of time. And I actually taught in 9 schools in this country. And also I do workshops. I do about 19 workshops a year.
Okay.
And averaging about 200 people. So on that basis, over a 45-year period, minimum, I have taught over 200,000 pupils personally.
Wow. And do these students that come to you, do they have to be genius and clever?
No. These are ordinary people from state school. I just say, I'm doing a workshop, just come on this day.
That's good.
And over that period of time. Now, I'm very lucky. So many of my ex-pupils now have actually done a zillion times better than me. They're now the CEO of companies.
Wow.
They've gone to the top university with double first honor degrees, got PhDs. So I know that over the last 45, 50 years, so many of my ex-pupils have done so well. So I'm very proud of that.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when I think back to what was the change,
yes.
You see, I think the key, I often talk about the 3 A's.
Okay.
The first A is about the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
When you create an atmosphere, there's no fear in learning. So when people get things wrong, that's okay.
Yes.
We kind of lose the attitude. When a baby first learns to walk and they fall down, we laugh about it.
Yes.
I
know. Now we're probably whacking them up and say, why did you fall down?
Yeah, exactly. We don't say to the baby, right, you had your chance, you didn't get up.
That's it. Never walk again. You failed me. You never walk again.
Now, you see, that would be ridiculous. And yet, after they grow up for a few years, then we expect them to do perfect. And they criticize them for not getting 100% sometimes.
Yes.
And, it's crazy. So we need to adopt the attitude throughout our life as parents that they are still learning to walk. Every day they learn to walk in a new experience.
I'm guilty myself as well, because from the school with my children, they have the mathematic that they have to complete every week, and they have to get it 100% right. Otherwise, they don't pass the next level.
Yes.
They get 8 out of 10, we still penalize them. But if we think about it, 8 out of 10, you already got grade A,
Yes. Yeah. I mean, also the key thing is when people feel good about themselves, they start to produce good results. So therefore, of the first 3 A's is the atmosphere. When you create an atmosphere, it's fun. If they make a mistake, it doesn't matter. You see, once it starts, we as parents or even at schools, when we actually do for this atmosphere, people learn, fun. It doesn't matter, make a mistake. Just have another go.
Learning, yes.
Yeah. Then they will start to develop a good attitude. People say you should have a good attitude. Well, that's rubbish. You can say till you're blue in the face, that doesn't happen. But when you get the right atmosphere, then people start to develop the right attitude themselves. Yes. You see, attitude can't be taught. Attitude, you catch attitude from the people you're with. Good or bad attitude, you get it from your parents, from the friends you're with. So attitude is caught, not taught.
Yes.
So we can actually create an atmosphere that's fun, non-threatening, and that is there.
Yes.
And once you got that, then the action starts. So often we do it the wrong way around. We want people to get into the action first. No, it's the atmosphere first. Then once you got that, then the attitude will become. And the attitude, there's no such thing as failure. There's only outcomes. Yes. If you didn't get the outcome try something different, or do the same but better, or ask for advice. The other thing is, sometimes we need to ask for advice.
Yes.
And what helped me to change is Mr. Duff, and I've been trying to track my 3 teachers down now. I managed to track 1 of the 3.
Okay.
But if Mr. Duff is still alive today, he will be probably around about 106, 110 years old.
Wow.
So I hope you're still around, because I'd love to track you down to say thank you.
If not, even you can find his relative, it still be amazing. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this I don't care if no one buy this book. Well, they have bought, but this, for me, this book is about me thanking my 3 teachers. Patrick Ryan, David Compton, and Crampton rather, and also Roland Duff. Thank you so much.
Amazing, amazing.
The other thing is, when we're learning, as I say, it's important to have fun. I think as parents, you need to. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you're child or adult. Whenever you learn, we always go through 4 stages.
Okay.
And if you don't understand that, then you can actually put pressure on yourself and other people. Stage 1 is basically when you got no idea what you're doing.
Yes.
So lots of times you do it by try and error, and it's like bring up a family. No, in our time, no one's written a book about a family. There's a lot more of that nowadays. So stage 1, when the children they try by try and error. So they don't understand. And in fact, actually, once they actually this is where the encouragement go. If they are being deflated, being scared off, trying and don't get anywhere, then this is when they lose the confidence and the enthusiasm.
Yes.
Now, obviously, stage 2 is when they are given a little bit of instruction to do it right, but they have to consciously think about what they're doing. And also the technical term is conscious competent.
Okay.
Conscious incompetence. We know who can do something. It's like driving. When you first learn to drive, you have a few lessons, you know how the car moves, but then you're not very good at it. So you have to think about every single step, how to turn the key on, and check, do the gears and so on. Okay. But once you've done lots of practice, then you get confident, like driving. Then you become actually confident. So you call that conscious competence. You can do it, but you have to think about it. Okay. But then once you do it for a while, then you do it automatically. And most people sometimes go to work and they end up in the office. They say, "Gosh, I can't remember. How did I get from home to office?" Because it's done automatically. Yes. But those 4 stages are so important. Now, for most people, stage 2 is the most frightening. Let's think about learning to drive a car. You see, if you can know how to drive a car, but not very well, you need a driving instructor or coach or mentor to take you through from step 3 to stage 2 to stage 3. So it's important you find a mentor. Now, also at home, the children's mentor, that's you, the mum and dad. That's you, mum, your dad. Now, if the time when you don't know things, then get them to an expert or a mentor to help. So obviously people come to my workshops for maths. Okay. And I'm still learning how to speak English properly. So I read every day still to try to improve my English. And I actually practice in the car speaking English because I'm still working on my accent, because my accent is still way from perfect.
Oh my God, join the club.
So okay, other things is lots of people don't actually understand how the brain works. Now, basically, we can see the same thing, but we actually see different things. Okay. Now, for some people, the learning style is very important. So for parents, it's very important for you to identify what is the best learning style for your child, because what is good for you may not be good for them. It's just like, if you got a person who's right-handed and you gave them a left-handed tool, or a left-handed person, you gave them a right-handed tool, that's not very useful. Yes. So the 3 things are the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. What that means is some people like to look at things. They'd like to read instructions first and then to do it. Okay. Other people, they don't like to read. They want to actually listen for someone. So tell me how to do it. They like to give the verbal instructions before they do it. Okay. Now, other people just want to do it, and then they make all the mistakes, and they'll listen to you. That's okay. That's so you need to understand where your child is coming from. Now, there are very simple tests you can get online to take a few questionnaires to discover, what is the preferred learning style of your child.
Yes, that would be very useful because children are so different, aren't they? I have two children and they are so different how they learn stuff. Yeah, very different.
Yeah. It's like when I was a teacher, sometimes I have two parallel classes. I teach exactly the same thing. This class, that they think, oh wow, that's the most fantastic lesson ever. So these two groups are the same ability. But when I teach this class, they think it's rubbish.
Yeah.
Because what happened is, I was related to the learning style of this group here, but because I didn't pay any attention of this group, therefore I wasn't communicating. It's like if we were talking to Chinese now, that the audience would say, what the hell is going on? So we need to talk in their language. So as a teacher, I need to hit all three learning styles at the beginning of the lesson to make them feel comfortable. So as a teacher, I need to use that skill in the way I introduce my lesson to hit all three learning styles.
Okay. So do you think, first of all, how we start, we should find out first if our child, what kind of learning style is good for them. And then we working on that, okay, if they like more visual or they like someone who actually teaching them, then we go follow their face, right?
Yeah. To begin with, eventually you want them to be all good at all three, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Even the adults, sometimes adults do the same thing. They don't realize, and that is why you see at the moment I'm talking very quickly. So because when I'm doing this, I'm in my visual mode. But someone who's a kinesthetic person, then they would like to talk at this very, very, very slow pace. Now, for the visual person, in his or her mind, say, "Come on, get on with it."
Yes. And also, I think as a parents, we have to realize our own style as well. Because what I find is my biggest son, he's quite bad word. I say he quite slow, so he need to be more, speaking and explaining more slowly, and he taking longer time. But once he get it, he master it. But the second one is like a monkey. He can pick up things quickly and he just fly. So it's very different style.
Yeah, it's not a right or wrong. See, life is like a marathon. It's not the person who can run out first that's the winner. We all go faster at a different pace. And so it's okay. Someone may be behind now, but if you go at the study pace, you will get there. But
what I mean is I need to know myself also, because I'm like a monkey myself. So when I have a turtle child, I like, come on, can't you get and go with it? Why can't you just get this? This is so simple. But people learn at their own speed. That's what I have to keep telling myself.
Yes, I mean, I have a saying. I said the obvious is not obvious until it's obvious. And people are looking at what does that mean? So what I then do in my workshops, I demonstrate that, because sometimes we can see things right in front of us, but we delete it. You see, when we look, human being, there's one of three things. We either delete information, we distort it, or we generalize it, because there's so much information coming in our head. So sometimes we delete information that's right in our eyes until someone points out to say, "Did you realize that?" And say, "Oh gosh, Or sometimes in fashion, we point out, so this person's wearing this, that person's wearing that, and all of a sudden next week you just go, "Gosh, that person's wearing that person's wearing that," but they've been there all the time. And we've just been deleting information. So it's very important that the learning style, and to understand that, what are your child deleting? What things are he or she is distorting? And what things is generalizing? You see, I can remember I was working for American Express once. The first session, my managers, said to the gurus is that in this organization, anyone who's under 6 feet will not make it. I said, what? I'm 5'1". I'm 5'1". And he said, what? And I thought, now that was a first generalization. Now, had I taken that on board, then I would have quit that first day.
Yeah.
But interesting enough, in the history of American Express, I was the only first person who was signed off day one, because I had a higher qualification than any of my managers or the technical staff. So I actually was signed off day one. That's never been done at that time. Up to that time, normally it takes a 3 to 6 months process.
Oh my God!
So you see that generalization. You know, somehow we generalize well because this brother is good at this. The next brother or sister must be good at this. No, that's not true. You know, because one child is gifted in one area, does not mean the other children is gifted in that. They have their own different strength, and that is so important to realize that.
Yes.
You know, so just to create, so it's the 3 A's. That's very important: the atmosphere, the attitude, and action.
Okay.
Once you got that, remember, we go through a 4-stage learning process, and you can't skip any of them.
Yes.
You know, so stage 1, is try and error. It's good that you try things out for yourself, but to speed up that process, when you have got a little bit guidance, you don't want to be coached, overcoached, because it's important for people to make their own mistakes. A little bit guidance, so they can then become confident doing things. You know, so that they understand. And then once that is to guide them in the practice, about perfect practice, and that will make progress. Yes. Don't worry about perfection. Get away this idea, because you see, if we have perfect things, as a race, we'll never invent anything. It's because of the imperfection.
And how perfect is perfect anyway? Your perfect and my perfect are not the same.
Yes. I mean, it's because of imperfection. That's why all these different gadgets we see today happen. Because someone say, hey, I made a mistake. But it's like the famous story of Thomas Edison, who actually invented the light bulb, and a reporter says to him, Mr. Edison, how does it feel to actually mess up 10,000 times? Well, actually, Edison is actually, it took 10,000. Actually, I didn't actually mess up 10,000 times. I found 10,000 different ways how not to make it.
Yes.
But in the process, he actually have invented other subject, other device because of those so-called mistakes.
Yes.
So when we actually make mistakes, sometimes we learn different things about ourselves and other people. So that is so important. Now, let's think about learning. Our brain, we've got 2 halves to the brain. But we got a 90-minute cycle. Our left and right brain switches every 90 minutes. So what that means is to have long sessions doing things is not a good idea. The ideal learning thing is to actually break it down into no more than 20 minutes max. Because we only take in the first 7 minutes.
Like a goldfish,
we're only taking the first 7 minutes of information, and then the rest we don't really take in properly. And also when you're studying, try and have small breaks. Let me give you an illustration. It's like when you're watching a movie, you don't remember every single thing in that movie. You remember the important bits. Yeah. And also, if you then share that story with a friend, because you work out the important bits, they can piece together the whole story. Yes. So it's not important. So the key thing is learning. So if you're learning for that long, you only remember the beginning and the end and just a little bit. But if you actually do that short, you remember the beginning. The beginning and the end, and lots of the in between. So that makes it all efficient. So break the learning down into about 20 minutes interval.
That's very good. I think we are approaching the time. So if I bring my children to you, what can you do for them?
Well, I when it comes to my workshop, I haven't got any plan at the moment, but I will be having some, and I will let you know when they are. then obviously I always like parents to come with their children because
Yes.
learning together is fun,
Yes.
and you can actually learn from each other, help each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I will then share with you my 10-second speed math technique. In fact, this book, which I co-written with my business partner, Trey Sean, yeah, he actually also now can run what he is so good now. He can run workshops without me.
Wow, you are a good teacher.
Yeah, it took us 4 days to write this book, and
4 days.
4 days. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is a book we've written together. We've written 4 days, and it went #1 in 2 hours 11 minutes on Amazon.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a record time, isn't it?
So yeah, people come to me. Let me share with you. So you can actually get hold of me at www.jetsetlearning.com.
Okay.
Now, I also am a mentor for writing books as well. You can actually go to this website, dvgstar.com.
Excellent.
And if you scroll down the bottom, you will actually find my books as well.
Okay.
There. Amongst the other books some of the people myself and actually Myron, who's the owner of the DVG Star, that we have actually helped the kids to write as well, and other authors. So you can find us there. This is my granddaughter, the 11-year-old granddaughter. She's writing a book called Friendship. So I'm very excited for her as well. But the key thing, encouragement. Make it fun.
Yes.
Also listen to soft classical music when they're learning. Have classical music play in the background very, very softly for 20 minutes, no more. 20 minutes, and then switch it off.
Okay.
Yeah. So those simple tips can help. And also at my workshops, I will share far more with people. And I've got different types of the workshop. So thank you so much for having me on today.
Thank you very much. I'm learning a lot. Like I said, I haven't got a clue myself. So there's a lot of tip and step that I can learn from you, and I can, check up on your website to find out more. And definitely I need to check what kind of the learning style that my children have. Then I could help them better.
Yeah, so I wish all your listeners all the best. I know I'm so proud of your listeners, because these are the parents who actually actively, they don't spend time on themselves or to go to the pub, do their hobbies. They focus on the children. So your members, I'm so proud. Their focus is on their child. They spend their time to find out the information. So my congratulations to every one of your members in the Single Parents Hub. And I thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you. All the best, and I'm grateful that you come on board and give us advice here.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.